Hello, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools that help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today I'm here with my friend and colleague, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. And I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we are the Biz Chicks. We want to welcome you. Today, we're going to be talking about how to have fun. Come on, guys. Let's add some fun to life. Get a little zest in there every once in a while. So let's sit back and have this conversation today about how to put more fun in your life. Hey, friend.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Um, so I had this conversation last weekend. We did our Vision Cast weekend. It was really good. Uh, it was good. It helped us to create our vision for 2023. And I was talking with the person who conducted the Vision Cast weekend, which was Enrica Greathouse, and she was saying she wanted to also let us know the importance of making sure to plan fun in the goals, making sure that there are things that you like to do included in your goals. Fun stuff, not just um, go to work and make money and do these different things, but also putting into your system, into the thing that you're doing, some type of fun. So whether that's taking a vacation, I like going to the beach. I should be putting beach excursions in my plans. And one of the things she said was doing put all your fun on the calendar first and
Oh,
then
I
put the
like
other
that.
things on there, because a lot of times we'll work, we'll get in there and do the work, but we won't stop to take the fun. So plan your fun first. I love it. Plan fun first. Put it in there. Get your plan all scheduled in. Put fun on your schedule, get that all planned in, and then put in the other things that you have to do, because um, it's no fun if you're working all the time and not enjoying or celebrating the things that you like to do.
Or even know when the break is coming. You know what I mean?
Right. Mark says if you're not having fun, what is the point of what you're doing? Our intention usually is to create a life of enjoyment. Don't allow the means to become the end.
Hmm.
Schedule your fun. Schedule your fun first. I was like,
Yeah, and make sure it's your fun and not something for someone else. Just because it's fun for someone else's, um, I don't know, 50th anniversary or birthday or graduation, is that really fun for you? You're celebrating someone else. Schedule some fun that has meaning to you.
celebrate.
Make it personal.
Yes, put celebration in there. What
Hmm.
are you going to celebrate?
Hmm.
I know when I was, hey, Mark, he's over here on Clubhouse too. So um, when I used to, every week, I would try and find something every weekend. What am I going to do for fun? If it's painting, you know what I mean? It may not get up on the wall of the Louvre, but I enjoy doing it. And
Hmm.
maybe I take a painting weekend. Maybe I take a hike. You know, here in California, in Sacramento, we're 2 hours from the snow, 2 hours from the beach, 2 hours from everywhere.
Hmm.
2 hours, we can get just about any environment that you want. So perhaps I will go to the beach. Now, the beach I
Hmm.
like is about 6 hours out, but okay, it's still get to a beach. Go to the mountains, stand out in nature, go to the river. What do you want to do?
Hmm. It's winter. So while we're doing this broadcast, that's the season that we're in. And I was listening to a newscast about s- SADS, seasonal disorder. And they were saying that just sunlight, it's all about a lack of light coming into your life. When you think about fun things, doesn't that light you up? Doesn't it make you smile? It sets off a whole different set of endorphins in you, a different feeling. Um, and so it's really important. And I think we do not acknowledge the importance of having real fun. If you're planning something for someone else and you spend all day sloughing, that's why a lot of people don't enjoy the holidays because they work all through the holidays. They get off work the day before the holiday, they work all night, and then they work all day waiting on everybody during the holidays, making everybody else happy. Schedule some fun in there for you.
Yeah. What are you gonna do for fun?
Hmm.
Mark, you got a comment?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I know that you ladies have heard me say this before, but it's so important. It is such an underestimated, important part of our lives. And I know that I've shared this with you before. One of the things that I do with my long term clients is I have them list 50 things that they enjoy doing. And this is the thing that's the most telling is this is the exercise, the single exercise for which I get the most pushback, meaning that from week to week, people will not have done it.
Mm.
And it's very telling that people have hesitation or resistance to even visiting the paper for this exercise.
Wow.
And also the difficulty that people have initially of listing 50 fun things, which says a lot as well. Because the goal is, once people have completed that list, is to do at least one of those things on the list every day.
Mm.
Because if you're thinking in terms of work or success, however you're defining it, when you show up at work, all of you shows up.
Right.
So if you are not taking time to feed your soul, you are sabotaging yourself at some level, whether it's conscious or unconscious. You are not fully present. And of course, the other side of it, as I commented on Facebook, is, what is the point? When we start our lives, our professional lives, it's usually for purposes of creating some sort of vision of a life that we have for ourselves, some sort of dream we want to fulfill.
Mm-hmm.
And for most of us, that's not about working 60 hours a week. The work generally is a means to an end. And too often, especially in the United States, I will say, probably more than other countries, we have a tendency to get lost in the means at the expense of the end, where the means becomes our lives. And there will be a point for many people, and there is a point for many people, where you get to the end of your life and you're like, ugh, it's too late. You spent all of your time on the hamster wheel, but to what end? What was the point?
Mm.
To leave something for someone else so that they don't have to be on the hamster wheel. Come on, folks.
Well, and they're going to be on a hamster wheel if they've seen you be on a hamster wheel. They're going to think that's the
Yeah.
way life is supposed to go. So that's not a good legacy to leave someone either. And you're not having fun. Do you like to travel? Okay, is travel one of your 50 things? I'm going to challenge our audience today to write down 50 things that you enjoy doing.
Mm.
I guess I should capitalize you, put you in all caps. What are 50 things that you enjoy doing?
Mm-hmm.
Riding
Mm-hmm.
a bike, going to the beach, going to the mountains, reading books, going to museums. What are 50 things that you like doing? Cooking. Some people like to cook, but they've not done it because I just can't fit it in or whatever.
Mm.
What are can you name or can you write down 50 things? That's your homework. And coming back next Monday, let's see if you wrote down 50 things that you enjoyed doing. And we're gonna put this over in our community too as a accountability in our accountability circle.
Mm.
Your challenge is to write down 50 things. You see, and Mark is going to check our papers.
Oh my goodness.
And I would be okay. This is a holiday weekend. Technically, a lot of you are not going to work today. So sit down and dream. Let's write down 50 things that that we enjoy. Music, symphony. Come on.
And I want to distinguish between 50 things that you enjoy and 50 things that you aspire to. Because the things that we aspire to tend to be labor intense. Come on,
We're talking about
resting in something, enjoying it.
just doing something you know, in school they had recess for a reason.
Mhm.
They had summer break for a reason.
To just run around and just, rest your mind and enjoy the sun. And 50 things could include something as simple as walking outside and feeling the sun on your face.
Right.
And they are very simple things.
Mhm.
The story that I always recount, because it was so enlightening to me, because it was such a simple thing, is one of my clients, one of the things that she had on her list was petting dogs. She didn't have a dog, but she loved dogs. And because she had that on her list, she was conscious of the fact that she liked this. So she talked about how she awakened one day on what we might say was the wrong side of the bed. She just wasn't feeling it. And as she was on her way to work, she saw someone across the street with a cute dog. So she thought, oh, this is on my list. So let me make an effort. So she crossed the street and said, hi, do you mind if I pet your dog? And she said that simple little act changed the course of her whole day. It changed the lens through which she saw the day and the way that she felt about the day and what the day was actually about in the greater scheme of things. And that's why I've been so vigilant about including this exercise, because it is so important, because we have gotten so lost at the why. Why are we doing these things that we're doing?
Mm-hmm. So, Mark, somebody is challenging over here. I'm not sure who this Facebook user is, but they say 50 things is a lot. Maybe start with the top 10. And I want you to please respond to that because you told us it's a fight to do this. And we need to be up for that challenge. So what do you say when we push back? Well, maybe just 10.
I say don't let yourself off the hook. Flex the muscle. And again, it's very telling. If you're an adult and cannot think of 50 things that you enjoy doing, what does that tell you? That to me says that perhaps we are exerting and investing perhaps too much energy in the means as opposed to the end. And I guarantee it's really about flow. Once you begin, if you commit to doing the 50, and once you get beyond the block, things will begin to flow. Okay. And I think one of the things that happens is we make it too grandiose, like it has to be like something that other people would be impressed with, like skydiving.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about very simple things. like Charlene was saying, like maybe it's walking in the sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
You enjoy doing it. That's one of them.
Right.
It shouldn't be that difficult. So I would say don't let yourself off the hook. It's a stretch worthy of making. I mean, don't you want to have a life that is filled and overflowing with fun, with joy?
Okay.
Hold yourself accountable for it then.
Mm. Hi, Sonny, with the Princess Book Club.
Hi, happy been?
Yay! So glad you are here. Happy holidays, Dr. Tachi. Yeah, so my little list, I'm gonna work on mine. I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna sit down today and find some fun things to do. Things that I've been putting off. Oh, okay, I'm working. I can't do that right now. I enjoy walking in the mornings, and it's been kind of cold, but there's things that I can do to warm up, keep warm while I walk. But what else do I enjoy doing? I enjoy art. I enjoy, like I was saying before, I may not be able to put it up in the, you may not ever see it somewhere in a famous museum, but I do enjoy just drawing. Um, Carlos said, "Marry after Christmas." Yes. Hey, Carlos. So, what do I enjoy? I really have to think about it. And the longer you've been on this planet, the longer we have forgotten how to have fun or go play.
The joy.
Mark, go ahead.
And it's also about freeing yourself from the judgment of what you think is practical. One of the things that when I was doing mine a while ago, that I remembered is how much as a kid I enjoyed silly things like finger painting. So I went out and bought a child's finger paint set. And I sat here at my table and was hysterical at how bad I was at finger painting and how ridiculous the whole exercise was. And it was for no, real purpose except for the fun of it. And I had a blast. It was hysterical to me because I thought if some people in my life saw me doing this, they would say, he's finally lost it. We knew it was coming. Just allow yourself to be childlike in some ways. Again, it's okay.
Terry, you were going to say something.
I was going to say the joy that was on my grandson's face yesterday when he opened up his skateboard and he went out and he's not really that fantastic at it yet, but he just got on that thing and went up and down the street, up and down. Sometimes we don't give ourselves enough time to play.
So remember when you got the skates, or you went, or your mom said you can go to the skating ring with your friends, and you just went to the skating rings, and it was a whole thing. But you went to the skating ring, and you was around, and you learned how to skate backwards. And we see grown people at the skating ring now.
Sure.
And they're having fun. They do it. Okay, people go bowling. I probably won't find me out on the bowling thing, but it was fun. Or, go do something that you enjoy. Go out and play. I think we have forgotten how to play and we don't want to. Every time we get a little older, we are forgetting how to play, and then we'll be like the old man, get off my lawn. Okay, we don't want to be that person.
Well, I tell you, everything that I do is not necessarily, exerting a lot of energy. I enjoy um I enjoy writing with a fountain pen.
Yeah,
Just, like pulling
calligraphy pen.
I love it. The flow of the fountain pen, the ink, just there's something that makes me smile. Uh, so simple things like that. Using an ink pen instead of a pencil, a fountain pen instead of a ballpoint pen. That for some reason it just gives me joy. And so I try to keep something like that around me. Fill your life with the things you love, and you'll love the life that you filled it with.
Right. So I like what you said. Uh, doing things that make you smile.
Absolutely.
And Dr. Tachi says that is amazing. Handwriting is a lost art.
I guess it is, Dr. Taji.
Yeah,
The flow of.
the flow of the pen. Um,
Mhm.
what are some of the things that you all put it in the comments over here? What are some of the things, one or two things that you enjoy doing you haven't done in a while? I don't know if I'm gonna put some music on or not, but one or two things. I already said I need to break out my art and just draw,
Mhm.
um, and take some more walks. I enjoy walks, especially walks on the beach. I got to get back to the beach.
Mhm.
I
Yes.
have something.
Go ahead, Dr. Tachi.
I actually have not painted on canvas in a while, and I would like to do that.
Okay, so this is the
And
chat.
we would like to see it.
We want to see it after you do it. We don't care if it's perfect or not. Just the fact that we can all celebrate you in that, you know,
Space, yes.
yeah.
And if Tachi was my client, my follow-up question would be, when are you going to do it?
Ah,
Hmm.
okay. So now it has to get on the schedule, which is what we were been talking about today by putting planning fun on the schedule. So
Hmm.
when are you going to do it? So in the chat, so Dr. Tachi said she's going to get back at painting and now she has to put a date to it. I am going to the beach. I'm going to go in February. I'm going in February. I'm going to the beach that's warmer because I could go to the beach up in San Francisco, but it's cold. I would like to be on a beach that's warm. Um, so I'm going to go in February. Anybody else? What are you going? What? Just name one thing. I know Sunny was talking about. How about just 10? We're still going to write our 50, but we're going to talk about one today to break the ice. Okay, Carlos, what are you going to work on? Or what not work on? What are you going to have fun doing? And we got 5 other people here that I see. So what are you going to have fun doing? And everybody's like, what?
I'm gonna sit down and have a simple cup of tea because I love tea time.
You
I'm,
do.
I'm gonna have a simple cup of tea, and while I'm drinking that cup of tea, I'm gonna take out my fountain pen and just, doodle or whatever, and just enjoy the flow of the ink.
Carlos said building an empire this coming, launching a. Okay, so what are you going to do for fun, Carlos? I know work is fun for you, but what are you going to do for Carlos? Like make pancakes, or I like what Mark said about petting the dog. I was like, huh,
Hmm.
maybe I can go find dogs to pet.
One thing I'm going to do, it's something that I have clients do that I don't always do myself, which is start the day by putting on a song that makes me want to dance and dance. Because one of the most powerful things, just as a tip to start your day, is put on a song that really bops and dance like a crazy person, to where if somebody saw you, you might be committed. But just go to town. It changes the energy of your whole day if you start out that way, because it's just a way of sort of plugging in consciously to joy. and remembering what it feels like in your body.
Ah, nicely done. Thank you. Plug into joy. Okay, so Sunny is going to Napa today to pick out a venue for her January book club meeting.
Nice.
So while you're up there, because Napa is gorgeous. If y'all have never been in
Mhm.
California, Napa is gorgeous. It's got hills. And Sunny, in Napa, there's some really nice little restaurants there that you should check out. It's a really little small town feel, but it's really nice. And Napa is like wine country
Mhm.
as well for Zinfandel and some other things. So and then Carlos, okay, so that was Sunny. She says she's going to Napa.
Mhm.
Carlos said I could study handwriting. Great, Carlos, because see that Carlos is all about building empires. But when he said I could study handwriting,
Mhm.
that's out of our normal business,
Business mindset, yes.
right, and
Mhm.
doing something that's kind of totally out of that.
And Sunny, we want to remind you that we're going to start meeting up again for BizChicks. So we'd love to have you stop by and tell the folks about your book club and invite them out to your book club. And it's going to be at Seasons first Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. So
Yeah.
yeah, so drop
So
by. We'd love to see you. It's been a minute.
yeah. So so I'm going in February to the beach. Terry, what
Mhm.
are you doing?
I am going to start back walking because when the time changed and the weather got interesting, I stopped walking. So I'm going to schedule my walks at a time of day where the weather's more friendly, so that I can get back into it. I enjoyed those walks, and they were beneficial.
In more ways. Yeah.
And I'm going to keep a pen by my side for tea time.
Yes, Terry and I went to high tea at was it the Regis Hotel in San Francisco?
It was the Ritz.
The Ritz Hotel. Yes, it
Mhm.
was different than the Regis. Yes, the Ritz Hotel. It was good. We had tea. It's a bunch of sugar, but okay. Um, and the lady was playing the harp, and
It was really
it was really, really nice.
relaxing. It was different,
Hmm.
and it made me smile, Francine.
Yes, because that was like, let's go
And
to.
let me tell you, tea is different in different places. When I went for tea at the Adolpha in Texas, it was a whole different experience. Um, there were several courses um, with different types of tea sandwiches, and then it went to caviar, and then it went to dessert, and then it went to champagne. And they came by with four different kinds of tea, one for each course.
Mm,
I know. So it was just the tea can be different. Is what I'm saying. Every tea experience can be different.
that's good. Um, uh, Sunny said, yes, the author and I are going to have breakfast.
Fantastic.
So, take a picture or two so we can celebrate with you. And then Carlos says, when am I going to meet you guys? Are you in New York, Carlos? I think you're in New York. I've got to get back to New York.
I believe he is too. That's where he's usually sending pictures from.
Right. And so I would like to visit New York again.
Okay.
Yay. Okay. So, when we're in the area, we will drop in. You live in Queens. Ah, I was born in Queens, Jamaica, Queens, but Queens still.
Hmm.
We had fun.
We did.
Yeah, what was that? We walked down the street to the little rib shack.
Yeah, to the soul food place. Yeah,
Yeah, the little rib shack over there on 113th Street, I believe it is. Yeah, 113th Street. It was
that
good.
was some excellent food.
Yeah, and walking distance. Loved it.
Hmm.
Terry and I we had adventures. Jumped on the subway, went to Far Rockaway Island. We was everywhere, but okay. But all we wanted to remind you of is to have some fun. Mark is funny. Mark said instead of going to the beach in February, come to Chicago. That'll awaken parts of you didn't know existed.
You know, my daughter was almost stuck in Chicago for Christmas. Um, so she made it home, and we were able to celebrate Christmas Day. But yeah, Chicago is a whole different
Mm,
experience. But if you've never made snow angels, you might want to stop by Chicago.
I'm going to the beach. I will make beach angels.
there's I never thought about that.
Yeah,
There's an option.
beach angel. And then I'm going to work on my book, Sunny. While I've had all this, I've always wanted to be on the beach and just chill, just sit and enjoy the beach. Write a couple of things you can think clearly.
Mm,
At least I can think clearly when I'm out there. So we wanted to remind you to plan some fun first.
hmm
Plan your fun, and we're going to be checking back in for all of you who are brave enough to come back next Monday and talk about what you did for fun. Because see, you can do fun things every weekend. Whenever we were in school, we had recess every day, right?
Yes,
I don't know if they let the kids have recess now, but they need to.
they
Um,
do.
where you get to run around, go out and play foursquare, tetherball. Am I dating myself? What is the new thing? Pickleball?
Basketball.
Basketball?
Somebody explain pickleball to me, please, because I don't get
I'm with you, Dr. Tachi. I saw a badminton uh, racket and something else. I don't know. Anybody else know what pickleball is or
Is it
does?
like giant ping pong? I don't know.
We are all confused. And it's supposed to be a thing that they have professional pickleball teams. Well, you know who we can ask? Natalie.
Oh, okay. Cause
Natalie Gorman.
yes,
Carlos said, I love Batman or badminton. Carlos, is it Batman or Batman? Probably both for you, but okay.
I love
So,
badminton. I loved that.
okay, and see, why are we not playing badminton? Remember, and I can remember we used to have a ping pong table in our garage, and the kids in the neighborhood would come over and we was playing ping pong.
Badminton and ping pong. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it.
And then huh?
I'm sorry.
Go
No,
ahead.
I was going to add in that a few years ago, I really loved kickball, and I wanted to join. They have
Oh,
kickball leagues here, and I really wanted to join a kickball league. But again, with those types of sports comes a lot of twisting, and you can mess
mm,
up your knees. So because I'm also teaching dance, I kind of did not want to mess up my knees for that. But I would have loved to join a kickball league.
mm,
Kickball, I haven't played that in a long time. And it's kind of
I
like baseball, but you kick the ball and run instead of trying to swing
mm,
the bat and run.
mhm.
Wow. Foursquare.
Hopscotch, things,
Mhm. Oh, Sunny said
crochet.
croquet.
Oh,
Croquet. Yes. And then remember when we were in New York, we were watching them play cricket,
oh yeah. I didn't understand it, but yeah, we were watching it.
and the
We were
guy was
trying
trying
to
to
get
help us
understanding
understand how the game went and everything, but it was a cricket game, and we are like, "Oh, this is fascinating." And it was just a local pickup. I guess a local,
locally. Hmm
yeah. But it was something fun. Okay, we were in New York. What we're gonna do? We couldn't just do what we normally would do because we got out of our regular environment.
hmm
So we had to go do something else. And it was fun and not just stay up in the house watching TV. Just saying.
Yeah.
So we are going to have a quiz next week to find out if you went to do something fun. You got to report back and tell us what you did for fun this week. Put fun on your calendar this week. This week. And then go out and have fun
hmm
and tell us about it when you come back. And we're still not going to let you off the hook for your homework assignment, which is to write out 50 things that make you smile or 50 things that um, you enjoy doing. So, thank you so much for tuning in with us this morning on Coffee Conversations. We appreciate you spending some time with us. Sonny, it's so good to have you uh, with us today. Carlos and Mark and Dr. Tachi and all of you who are watching live, listening on the replay and over on Clubhouse. We really, really appreciate you, and we're looking forward to more in 2003. And tomorrow, TJ will be here talking about social media, probably wrapping up some things for the end of the year to get you
Mhm.
positioned for 2023. So if you need some, some little marketing tips and social media tips, join in. You can join BizChicks at bizchicks.net, or you can, what we really want you to do is go over to bizchicks.live and become a part of the community, because we're going to be using our YouTube community a lot more. So that way you'll get notifications and things of that nature a lot more readily. So go to bizchicks.live, and then you can also become a part of the community at bizchicks.net. We're looking forward to engaging with you more in 2023 and bringing you even more content to help you build a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Terry.
We
Oh,
just want to remind everybody that next week is going to be First Monday.
mhm.
We'd love for you to come over and tell us a little bit about what it is you do. We'll be meeting live at Seasons 52 here in Sacramento if you're local. And also, we're having a guest on First Monday, and we look forward to sharing everything that she has to say with you.
And
Um,
we will also do a live, our 8 a.m. Uh, where are we now? On the Coffee Conversations will also give you an opportunity, if you are not in the Sacramento area, to be able to tell us a little bit about what you do, just so you know, so that you all can get in on the first Monday activities.
mhm. So, with that, we want to remind you it's okay to make money in your business. So, go to the front of your own line, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone.